depends on the game, how it's going. If they get the early snowball, I don't doubt that he's going to go for the damage, right? Just to instantly dive for that back line. But if they do fall behind, going for the tank route, safer. You don't even need to change the emblems. Demon Slayer all the way just to secure more objectives on the land slot with your passive. You also just get better retributions here. So based on the draft here, this is set in stone. We'll see how they perform in the Land of Dawn. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get straight into it. Game number 2. Will it be an equalizer or will Omega push it to match point?
Yep, Falcon Esports as of yet going for a very, very unique composition. Naomi now going to be playing on the Lolita, and I believe this is going to be his first time playing the Lolita up on the main stage, and this time is against Smart Omega.
Right now we got to look at the win conditions for both of these teams, because we look at how Falcon played in the early stages of the game. They were not able to really do anything to both Kelra as well as Eto Max. Right now, we got to see whether they can actually do it this time. However, for the side of Omega, the fact that Ryzen is on this Akai, Changno on this Kufra, I'm not so sure they can really get any engages on the side lanes.
Yep, it comes down to whether or not can they execute those kind of slow compositions, right? They've got the Eve that gives you a little bit more slow setups for his compositions, but he needs to time it well with the Lolita, and as of now, when it comes to setting up kills, Falcon, they don't have the catch potential that they're known for with those Francos, with those Natalia as well. So it all comes down to whether or not can they slow them enough for the Beatrix to do something about the next team fight, whereas Omega, once again, they're in a situation where they can stall for time for all they want to.
Back again, if you take a look at the keys to victory, right, mid control is just so prevalent in these matchups here, especially when we talk about Omega. And that's what's scary. The fact that they didn't really get mid control because of Naomi playing the Natalia in game 1, and they still were able to get the victory. At this point, you really do need to just shut Kelra down here. Silent. Oh, unfortunate. That was just unlucky.
Yeah, well, even though I said they don't really need luck, I'm going to take that back. Maybe a little bit of luck would really help. Right now, on the side of Omega, it looks like they're really better in terms of control over here. Naomi is not really finding any good ways to engage as of yet. But right now, Renzio is going to get picked off.
Yeah, Renzio still able to pop that sprint right now as he will be able to disengage. They're looking for more in the bottom side, though. Bottom side River rising to get caught here as Yellow Flash goes in, but Ken, he's just waiting. He's just going on to the turtle. Ryzen taking low, going in for the heavy spin, bringing Yellow Flash back under the turtle all the way. He pins him down, and there it is. First blood for Ryzen. Good play, but it's going to be traded back for the turtle here as Falcon have the pressure. They spot out Chaknu as well. 1 for 1.
Yeah, sacrificing his life for the cause wasn't exactly a good plan. I like how Ryzen was very, very patient by holding on a heavy speed towards the last moment. As soon as he realized that Yellow Flash was greeting it out, he punished him for his aggression. However, the fight is about here as Renzio gets caught out, and that is gonna be another kill in the hands of Falcon. So 1-1 as of yet, trading blows after blows.
Right now, I gotta say, I wanted to see how Omega, they were playing quite clean, where Ryzen was able to pick off the mistake coming in from the side of Yellow Flash, but Falcon, it looks like they're more decisive now. It's like, hey, let's get this kill. Hey, let's get this turtle. I don't know what they were discussing back in their own dugout, but it looks like now everyone is in one cohesive plan. Do this, do that, just execute.
But looking at it, oh, Chaknu just goes in for the Tyrant's Revenge there, and it's going to be Silent, actually still able to survive, even with a Dawning Light. He lands the render shot as well, just to give a little bit of pressure back as he clears out the wave.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a close call coming from Smart Omega, but you do see the kill potential coming from Omega. But hold that thought for now. Looks like they are going to get caught out.
Yeah, now it's personal, right? Yellow Flash, again, is the target of their operations here. Ken jumping in all the way onto the purple buff. Looking for Retribution. He will be able to... No, actually, it's Ryzen who takes it here. And Ken just backs up, goes to his own orange buff. Yellow Flash clearing out the wave in the bottom side.
Well, that was a good try. Honestly, a very good try. But we've seen from both these teams, they can take fights earlier in the game. Right now, Falcon, it looks like they're doing okay. But again, against Omega, specifically Chaknu on this Kufra, you can't give them one side of the map. So either way, no matter how they play the lanes, they got to make sure that from the side of Omega, you got to look out for Ryzen. You got to look for Chaknu. If they engage onto the gold or EXP and then they control that side of the lane, Justin is going to have a hard time really playing any kind of team fight just because he's going to get focused down.
Oh, top side, Kelra losing out the blazing duet. Then he's going to be forced to recall out of there. There is going to be total contention coming from Falcon and Smart Omega. They're in no position to contest this without the Cloud. However, on the bottom side, Renzio already cutting off the creep wave, so they are going to be setting up for the turtle. They need to clear this quickly.
They have a lot of pressure here. They're going to go for the collapse here. Chaknu's actually going to be the target here, as it is going to be Falcon who goes onto it first. The turtle was taken away, and yeah, I feel like both teams just disengaged. Very good move by Omega. They don't really want to contest that turtle, knowing that Falcon has this Lancelot, has that pressure. 2 turtles to their name, no contest so far.
As I said, they are a little bit more decisive now for the side of Falcon. It looks like they've already planned out, say, the first 7 minutes of the game. It's like, all right, guys, this is the path that we want to take. This is the things that we want to focus on. But look at this, for the side of Omega, they keep hovering around top, but so far, Kara 0-0-0. He has not been engaged on as of yet. So, I don't know, for the side of Falcon, they have an idea when to shut down Kara, but Kara is really not giving any space for them to do anything.
I don't know, man. This is a very difficult situation coming from Falcon. Like, what's the game plan? I know as of yet, Yellowflash, he just got his Corrosion Scythe. He wants to win his 1v1 matchup, but it's going to be very, very difficult considering how Renzio has been dodging all of these fights. Ryzen, however, looking for the cash. Falcon is going to be scouted out from them, but looks like he is going to be able to disengage from that fight as of now.
Yeah, I agree. And again, we're just back to the reset, right? We're back to both of the teams playing it really passive. As now we're going to take a look at the emblems here. Anything special, Lafel?
I'm actually looking at Ken, and it's a bit weird because it looks like he did not have enough points on his substat. So I don't know, perhaps it's just a visual bug over there, but if not, he got to check that out. But anyway, right now looking at the player gold, Kara over here has the most gold, but it's not far off from Silent. And again, looking at for both of these teams, it really doesn't matter. There's basically no goal difference. It's just them playing a little bit slower, playing a little bit more patient.
Yep, and bottom side as well, you see the Dawning Light comes in. Renzio is going to be able to lose the tier 1 down bottom, but as long as he doesn't die and he matches Yellowflash's clearing speed, all is well. And like we said as well, Smart Omega's composition right now is all about those late game potential, especially coming from the Cloud and also E2 Max on that Xavier. But as of now, map control wise, they are going to try and bait things out against Falcon again.
Yeah, and it's Omega actually who pops the conceal here, kind of defensively to get the better position onto this turtle. So far, still Falcon with the pressure. Ken has this ability. He's going to be Ryzen jumping in, but look at the retribution. Just so on point from Ken. Instant disengage from Omega. They don't want to force anything here, and it's just a clean turtle take by Falcon.
That's honestly very impressive because the thing is, with the Akai, it's pretty easy for you to secure the turtle with your heavy spin, but Ken timing his iframes as well as the retribution, securing it, honestly, that's super impressive. I like what I saw, but here, Naomi engaging on the Kara.
That was insane, right? The fact that they were able to chain it together here. Chaknu now caught in a bad situation, but is still able to get away with a bouncing ball. I was just not prepared for that. What? He stunned it up, the Renner shot, and the Noon on Blast, all chained together perfectly to get the one shot that they needed.
Yeah, Naomi was just so quick. He wanted to get the instant lock before Kelra could actually react, and that was a big catch coming from Falcon. That's exactly what they needed. But the question still remains. They got a small win against Kelra. But the big threat here is still going to be E2 Max as well as Renzio, who's currently uncontested so far. And look at this, Yellowflash, he's going to try and pick a fight against Razor, but he's taking so long to fight these fights. And Falcon Esports, they're not even committing. But meanwhile, on the sides as well, we do see Chaknu looking for the catch. Does he get it? He seems like he does.
Yeah, he goes in straight into Justin right here. Naomi goes in for the re-engage, Rising to be able to bring him back onto the turret once again. It's just his specialty. He brings people back. And now look, even in the bottom side, Renzio with the solo kill on Yellowflash once again.
I wonder what happened over there because, again, Yellowflash was the one, he was the aggressor. He was the one that said, yo, fight with me. I want to take this. But off screen, I feel like it's just because the damage coming in from the side of Ito Max actually dished out a little bit more damage than what Yellowflash expected, and Renzio just capitalized on it. And I don't know, I kind of feel like Renzio was able to use 2 Falling Star Moons in that one team fight, well, at that one skirmish.
A little bit of miscommunication as well coming from Falcon, considering that he was starting the fight. But what they did not expect was Chaknu stopping the supports from the sides, and because of that, they were caught off. And on top of it all, I love how Renzio was baiting out the outs coming from Yellowflash. As soon as the out from the Tamus went down, that is where you know Renzio is going to be able to win his 1v1 against Yellowflash. Arguably getting a Corrosion Scythe, but Not good enough in terms of sustains, however.
Very low kill game so far. It is the 9th minute mark though. Now that we're hitting the 9th minute mark, I actually do want to ask this. Who actually scales to the late game better? Is it going to be Falcon or is it going to be Omega here? Because I really just don't know. Because I feel like right now it's based on the execution.
Yeah, again,
right?
no, I agree. It's not about scaling because look at Chanu, look at where he's positioning. He's always positioning in the enemy's backline. So for the side of Falcon, even though you have all the damage in the world, it's really not going to matter if you're stuck to a wall. And the thing is, it's not just him, it's Ryzen as well. So I feel like the disruption coming in for the side of Omega is a little bit too much. So yeah, it's totally about execution, not about scaling.
Debatable. Okay, debatable. Based on the composition, I feel like Omega has the better chance because they have the Esmeralda, right? The idea with the Lolita shields is great to block some sort of damage mitigation against the Xavier. It makes a lot of sense. But you block the damage coming from Xavier, but on the contrast, you're helping Renzo survive longer in this late game teamfight. So I feel like it is going to be debatable, but I agree, execution comes in place. Can they get the setup? Can they punish the 2-packs? And once that happens, maybe, and just maybe, Falcon is going to be able to come up on top.
Well, let's see, because both teams are already prepping for this Lord. Again, they're just playing it really passively, not really risking too much here, because both sides, they don't really have much to gain for these crazy fights in the early stage. Both of these teams really kind of want to scale up. Oh, you can see Silent on point with a render shot. I don't think he has missed a single one here in this game so far.
Either way, again, I got to talk about is how Omega, look at how they're positioning each other. Ken is here up front. Can he do it? Can he steal this Lord? Ryzen is prepping for it, but he's just there alone. One guy there, 4 people from Falcon. Omega, they have a lot of information. Yellow Flash engages onto Ryzen.
Yeah, they're going to go on to Ryzen here, who is able to disengage for now. Kara with Blazing Duet jumping to the back line. There's Choknu! Oh my god, he finds 2 on the board, and they collapse. Once again, Omega find the fight they need. It's a 3-for-0. Yellow Flash is next. He won't be able to run away from this one. He buys a little bit more time with a vengeance, but in the end, the damage coming through as Choknu goes onto Naomi. The Dawning Light connects. Yellow Flash will be pinned down. Naomi looking for the one on blast, trying to find compensation. Gets the stun, but Ryzen wasn't in the turret aggro. Omega, they're going for the end.
Chuck Mamba strikes again from behind, and that is how smart Omega does it. From behind, ladies and gentlemen, that was a pretty sick combo coming from Chuck.
Hey, this is what we were talking about. It's not about scaling, man. It's about the disruption. Look at how Omega, the way that they initiated the fight, Chaknu going in, but look at how Ryzen just pushes everyone away. How can you position well? How can Justin really do anything over here? 0, 2, and 2. Whenever he opens his real world manipulation, he's a standing target. There's really nothing that he can do to protect himself, because even the peels coming in from Yellow Flash as well as Naomi, they can't do anything against an Akai as well as a Kufra.
Now, in the 12th minute, right, it's going to be Ken jumping in. Dawning Light just does so much at this point, and Choknu once again.
Oh no!
Choknu! He just keeps on doing this! It's not fair, but it's actually going to be traded back. It's actually going to be bad for Omega. Naomi gets the Numenon Blast, and it's just instantly turned here. Way too aggressive by Omega. What looked to be a good play is now turned on its head. Into Mox still on the back, trying to deal the damage here. Falcon is able to defend. They're able to punish 3 members there, and wow!
Yo, that should have been a TikTok moment if they got away with it.
I think it's still a TikTok moment.
It's still a TikTok moment.
Pretty cool. Not gonna lie, pretty cool. But still, they had to lose 3 members on their line coming from Smart Omega. But here comes to my question again, right? Late game territory, here he goes. Renzo, look at how tanky Renzo is in all this fight. But before that, I want to see that Style Points TikTok moment again. Okay, we kind of missed it.
No, but the thing is, look at Ken as well. Itomax tried to kill him off. He basically had no HP left. But here, he just avoids it, used the Ivrim on time, manages to survive. Either way, right now, looking at the situation, we can't shy away from it. Omega, they have control, big control.
Wait, Ken is all alone here. They're going to punish him. Oh, he dodges through it, but
no,
let's see if he's going to be able to run away here. He gets stunned up, and he will fall, and that is a huge mistake from Falcon now. That's going to be the re-engage coming in from the side of Omega, trying to look for more. Kalra with the Blazing Duet just melts people down, but not enough there. Silence still able to get away, dodging away from the Dawning Light. Both teams still able to reset. 26 seconds on Ken, so he won't miss that much here, as there are no objectives, but Again, that was way too aggressive.
This is not good for Falcon Esports at all. The Lord is 10 seconds before it respawns, and he's 13 seconds. That means he is going to be having a long walk of game before he comes in. However, Omega, do they want to bait out these mistakes? Because Chaknu is up in the front. He is going to try to force the fight against Falcon Esports. And you can see the hesitation coming from Falcon Esports before making this play.
Oh, well, they're going for it. Stun comes in. Naomi doing the damage. Silent trying to burst them down with the Wesker, but will not be able to find enough range to deal the damage there. As Kelra, he's just been going. Oh my goodness, Silent! 1/4 of his HP left, as that's into Max dealing so much. Phantom Execution cancelled again! Chaknu does not miss, does not fail! Ken's still able to get away, but 2 members taken down with the Enhanced Lord marching in. That's another Dawning Light, taking Ken low. They're looking for the end right here, right now. Bottom side turret gonna go down here for sure. Falcon, they need to look for a good defense here. Ken's still going in. It's gonna be Naomi looking for the stun, and both teams not going for Chaknu. Oh my goodness! Finds another. Ken trying to go for the Phantom Execution against 5 members. Will not be able to survive. Silent is just here, and it's Omega taking match point.
It just takes one team fight, man. That one team fight at Lord. Look at how the disruption coming in for side of Omega, making it sure that Falcon, you can't do anything. And in this game, really, I do not envy Falcon's situation because, honestly, looking at the game, what can you really do?
It was so